Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome. We are going to start right about now. We are gonna start our live tonight. Welcome to everybody. It is Wednesday, and we have been doing our topic on the spiritual woman. We have done Monday, Tuesday, and we are gonna be continuing tonight. Welcome. Hey, Idu. Hi, everybody. So please make sure that when you come in, you just click on that share button and share with others. And then, of course, make sure that you are following so that you can be able to see when we start. Okay. Sorry about that. My nose is always having issues. Okay, so it is one of those cold evenings, but we are going to do winter. We are gonna get winter going. It's not going to kill us. We know for sure we're not gonna die from winter. So yeah, so in the past 2 days we've been talking about the spiritual woman and all the spiritual people that have been given so much work to do, so much work to get through in the planet. And we talked about several things that on Monday we talked about, and if you missed any of these talks, please go to Monday's work. I've got a recording on my Instagram, and I've got a recording on my YouTube and Facebook. So go and check that out. Probably YouTube is easy to find. With Celestia, you'll see Monday's work, Tuesday's work. Hey, Miss M. So these topics are continuing so that because we don't have enough time to do it in one evening. Monday we discussed the fact that why you find that you have a whole lot of humans that think that you should borrow them money, you should get paid less, you should be the one that is played with in relationships, at work, at every place else, friendships and all of that. And why does that happen? Where does that come from? So the answers to those questions, you'll find them on Monday's work. And then yesterday we talked about your showing up energy as a spiritual person or as a spiritual woman, how you need to handle this energy that you've been given, this energy that is so critical in your life. Showing up with that, we spoke a lot about that fun dumb vibe, showing up with that main character energy. So make sure that you understand how to show up as main character. And if you're having issues and you don't have confidence, you do not know how to show up as main character energy, then you probably haven't done the healing work. If you are experiencing these places where people are always trying to give you less than you deserve, or they asking you for more than they're willing to give, or they don't respect your energy, or they thinking that you don't feel anything, you don't have any concerns with your life, you must just make sure that you serve them all the time. Now, if you are having those kind of issues and those things are happening in your life, it means one thing and one thing only: you haven't done your healing work. Now, today I'm going to talk about what are the benefits? What are the benefits of being the spiritual person? What do you get out of it? So, like, yeah, we've talked about all the other things, but like, what's the point? Why are you this spiritual person? What's in it for you? Why must you be there and get things to look like this in your life. And of course, like we said, day one things and day two things, if you cannot show up correctly, which is day to work, if you are feeling like you being marginalized in all things, then it means that there is healing work that you need to do. Then you sort out problems of being taken for granted, being the one who gets cheated on, being the one who gets to not receive what is due to you, being the one who have the worst employees, the worst offers and things, like, you know, not making money in your business the way you should be making, not understanding why the opportunities that are due to you that don't come through. So in all those things, if those things are happening and you notice that people are feeling threatened by you, they're trying to make sure that on a daily basis they are trying so hard to get you out of the picture, or make sure that you are not part of the team, or maybe you are not recognized, or you are not given enough acknowledgement for for the hard work that you actually do, like way more than anybody else. So in all of these things, you want to make sure that you understand what is your, how are you contributing to these things. So when you start the healing work, when you do the healing work, Monday I talked about the ayahuascas, I talked about the San Pedro, which are, these are psychedelics that will give you an understanding of talking to your guides, of connecting to your guides. And when you connect to your guides will tell you exactly how are you contributing to the mess. How are you making this mess happen? What is your big factor in making sure that this manifestation of crazy things happen in your life? So now, once you understand that through taking your psychedelics, through doing the work, and I spoke about the retreat, you will understand how to not do what, So the how and the what, you will get it. And once you know the how you making sure that your life is a mess, and when you understand what to do to stop your life from being a mess, now that you get premium information on things that are going wrong in your life, then you understand that this is how you're going to stop it from happening. So come through to the retreat. This weekend is the last weekend on the special. There is an amazing special, half price special on the retreat. If you register this weekend before the 2nd of June, you get that special. So make sure that you're sending me a DM and say, can I have the retreat information, because I want to register, I want to come through to this retreat. Or you sending an email, pa@busiselesho.com, pa@busiselesho.com, or you send me a DM, as my PA will send you the information on how to register for the retreat for this coming weekend. Now, you want to do that because you want to know the what is it that is causing me to have my life so hard, and what am I supposed to be doing? So all of these things can be solved. And today I'm going to talk about, once you've done the healing work, once you have gone through all this healing stuff, what happens? How do you live your life? I have been there, done that. I got the t-shirt. I know both sides. I know when my life was creepy and everybody was taking me for granted. And now I know how it feels like to be the person that now is taken care of, is being recognized for who I am and what I'm about in all spheres of life. So now, yesterday we talked about the fact that when you are this spiritual woman, you're supposed to show up with your main character energy, and when you are showing up with your main character energy, one of the things is you are guaranteed a win. When you are a spiritual woman or you are a spiritual person, you are always guaranteed a win. Because why? Your mindset has changed. You have changed timelines, and your mindset is made new. You literally are born again. Now, you want to make sure that you are in that state, your mindset is correct, so that you can show up with your main character energy. And when you show up with your main character energy, you are a Rambo, you are a Van Damme. You do not perish. People can perish left, right, excuse me, left, right, and center, but you don't perish. That is what happens. That's one of the advantages. You are untouchable. You gain that untouchable. People can send witchcraft to you. When you're a spiritual woman, they come back and they're like, you know what, we've been trying, Auntie, what do you do? Like maybe, they even think that you are the one who bewitches the best. But no, it's just like these things can't touch you. They're trying to take whatever from you. They try to take your relationship, they try to take your job, they try to take your business deals, they try to take your blessings, and it just doesn't work because you are untouchable. They try to talk about you at work and they try to say the bad things. Guess what? Whatever trap they put, they fall into it. So that is amazing, because that is just one benefit of understanding your energy. And if you really understand it, you are going to win no matter what. So you cannot be scared of leaving things behind, of coming out of situations. You cannot be scared, because you know for sure you are going to do the winning thing. You are totally understanding how to win at any moment. You understanding how to make things work. So you don't have a problem with how am I gonna win, how am I gonna get things done. You know that you are guaranteed a win. So then you can't be scared, then you can't be doubting yourself, because you know you are guaranteed. So I mean, I've had a whole lot of situations I can tell you where I don't mind anymore. Like I don't have an issue. I can hear that, oh, this one is trying my life, and I'm like, go ahead, let's see. Let us see, try, let's see. Let's see how you're going to do this. How are you going to make sure that you get me under the bus? And then you know what? Who goes under the bus? That person. Things turn out to just make sure that they get the fire that they've been setting for me. So it happens, and it's the most amazing thing, because you do not get to feel and thank you so much, Whitley, for that gift. You do not feel so much of the life pressures, because now you are protected. Your protection level just goes up, because you understand who you are and you honor who you are. Okay, so doing the healing work is important, because you get the benefits of being a spiritual woman. You get the benefits of being that person. Now, when you are getting the benefits, everybody thinks you are lucky. Everybody thinks that, oh, life is easy for you. Everybody is like, oh my God, I wish I was you. I wish I didn't have to deal with this and this and this and this. But they don't understand what you've been through. They don't understand how you prepared for this moment. They don't understand what you had to go through to not have to see the crap things. And now it does look like you are doing the most, and now maybe you are a little bit special, but people don't understand that you've been through stuff. I mean, this Sunday, for everybody that is in Gauteng, and of course some parts of Northwest, we are going to be having a river cleansing this weekend. A whole lot of people have already signed up, but we're having a river cleansing this weekend. And what do we do at the river cleansing? We go there to reverse things that have gone wrong. We go there to literally negotiate our lives. We go there to remove and cut the cycles that keeps happening. Can be the cycles of being broke, it can be the cycles of not finding the good relationship, it can be cycles of not finding the right money in your position, in your work. Come through. You're having something that you do not know what to do with anymore. You do not know how to come out of this thing. You do not know how to fix this thing. It can be anything: money, relationship, business, work, da 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 da. Come through Sunday. We are gonna be in Pretoria at 6:30 in the morning. We're gonna be having a river cleansing. Make sure you make it, because you get the chance to say, you know what, like yesterday I was saying, you need to change the way you pray. You need to say, God, I know it's not you, it's me. I am now fixing myself. I am here to fix myself. I am here to fix things that have gone wrong in my life. I am here to fix things that didn't go according to plan. So you want to make sure that you are. So Rue, it's in Pretoria. It's in Pretoria, in what is this place called? Pretoria East. Now, again, there are a few things that you need to just prepare. So when you come through, so make sure that you send me a. Oh, guys, my nose is killing me tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm just literally having like Lebo. Give me the cough meter, baby. Give me the cough meter. It's killing me like really. It's bad. I don't know what I did. I was out the whole day. Probably I got some cold. Probably a spoon. So if you want to come through Sunday, make sure you send me I literally was out the whole day, and then now I think the cold, because it was cold where I was, caught up with me. So I'm gonna just drink this. Always fixes me very quickly. Gonna drink this quickly. Give me the Panadol level. Should fix me like in 3 minutes. Oh, it's not nice. Okay, so yeah, Sunday morning and Pretoria East, please make a booking. Are we expected to go into the water on this weather? Oh, that's a good question, by the way. So, guys, winter season is the only season where, well, not only, but like it's the most important season to go into the water, because number one, during the winter season, we have the feminine energy very strong. We have the we have the full moon energy, and the moon energy, let me just say, the moon energy very strong. And we also, during winter, it's time to let go of shitty things in your life. It's time to go of bad vibes. Winter is the best place to kill things in your life that needs to be killed. It's the best time to let go, finish up stuff, cut cords, so that when the season, when the sun comes back in the springtime, you can be able to connect better with what is new for you. Do I stay at Acacia State? No, I don't. I stay in Waterfall in Middle. I'm not in Pretoria. Oh my goodness. Do I look like somebody from there? Siyabo. Oh, guys. Okay, I should be good. I should be good in literally 3 minutes now that I've drank this. Okay, a little bit extra. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, winter is where you want to go into the water. But anyway, the weirdest thing is that the water, you realize later that, oh, this was cold. It's not even cold. When you're there doing the work, you don't even feel the cold. But there's so many benefits that the cold water does to you, your brain, your nervous system. Very, very, very good for your nervous system and your brain functioning, that cold water. So normally people who do ice baths and get into the ice water and do this kind of stuff, well, we get it for free there by the river, and we still get a whole lot of other benefits. So yeah, perfect time to go into the water. It is winter. It is when it's winter. But you don't feel the cold water. I promise you, you don't feel the cold water. You don't even get flu from it. I've never gotten flu from it. Like, I get flu from all sorts of things, but not the cold water at the river. But of course, it's because the intention is different, and what we're doing there, it's for a totally different reason. So yeah, yes, the water is totally amazing. Like, you get out, you feel so light. You get out, you feel like, wow, why didn't I do this before? So I have not been in the water, so I can't wait. That water takes away so much pain from your heart. It takes away so much trauma from your system. And I've been so busy. I've been so busy. So I need to get myself into that water and just get a, because you come back feeling so light. You come back feeling like, oh my God, I can take over the world. That is why when you're a spiritual person, you need to be in that water at least every month. You need to go into water every other month. And I know sometimes it's impossible, but just like whenever you get a chance, wherever there's a chance, do not waste that chance of getting into the water and do your river cleansing. So there's stuff that you need to bring, some candles and this and this and this, and your intention, of course, of what is it that you want to stop. You need to get there and know, what is it that I want to stop in my life. I want to stop being in debt. I want to stop being in this and this and this and this. You need to make sure you know what it is that you're getting there to stop from happening. That river cleansing is so good to stopping things that you don't want. So everybody that is coming in, welcome. Please make sure that you click and follow, because we do these lives every other day at 6:30. So click and follow. Click follow so that you can see when we have these lives and you can be able to join us. So make sure that you are following. Click on the follow button. So now we are gonna have the river cleansing on Sunday morning. It is a time to let go. It is a time to say, I want this to end. Make sure by the time you get to the river, you are very, very sure about what you want to let go of. Now, it has happened many, many times. Now, I need to give you a very, very good disclaimer here. I've seen people that get there and be like, oh, mina sengikhathele ugu, kwenzani? Doing things that are not good in terms of, what, I don't want to say the words because but you want to stop dabbling this thing of, oh, it's winter, hey, stranger. Then when you are in these kind of things, if I've seen people say they want to stop it, and they actually stop it, and then they sort of blame me. They're like, oh, but now I just don't do that thing anymore. Like, I just stopped calling people at night. I stopped answering people's calls that are weird. I stopped doing these things to myself. Like, I am in a space where I'm so sacred, and I'm just like, I don't do those things anymore. Nobody can convince me to do this shitty stuff. I have changed. I don't even understand why. Okay, so that happens all the time. As much as I've seen people come back and say, I just came back from the river and I've got the best offer at work. I've been asking and looking and going to interviews. I've not been replied to. I have just gotten this. I have just gotten money that was owed to me by a department for so long. It just got paid back. People who get money they didn't even know they were owed. It happens. But you need to get there and know exactly what it is that you're ready to let go of. And be sure be sure you are ready to let these things go, because they will leave you. They will leave you. They will go. These things that you are asking that they must end, they will end. So if you've got people that like to scam you, they come into your life. You say, I'm done of scammers. You've been losing pregnancies. Maybe you've been going through things like miscarriages, and maybe you had abortions and this and this and that, and you want this thing to stop. You don't want to continue living that life. These are the things you need to bring and say, I don't want this to happen anymore. You've been having people at home maybe pass away unknowingly, and you come and you say, I don't want this to continue happening. So you come through and you know for sure what it is that you don't want to happen anymore. These things will stop happening. I have seen it in my life. I have seen it in other people's life. You really want to make sure you do not say you want to end something you are not ready to end, because it will end. I promise you, it will end. What's the maximum number of intentions? I mean, really, I always say go big, because if you go big, you will get more. So let's say you say I am tired of debt. I'm tired of. So if you say I'm tired of debt, now there is a list of things that are going to, maybe you owe people, you owe the bank, you owe this and this and this and this. Now you, in that umbrella, there's more things underneath. So you can have that, and then maybe you can talk about health, you can talk about relationships, right? So maybe like top 5, we all like have issues like in the 3 most important areas of our lives. It's relationships, it's money, and it's health. So you can have one for each of those. You normally assorted ones. You know, you want to have one of those. Like you have mental health issues, they are probably are caused by money or a relationship or health. Yeah, right. So there is gonna be, you know, one of those. So you want to, it's just go into all of these things that are important to you, and say, you know what, in this area of my life, I'm tired. In this, maybe you can have a spiritual goal. You know, I know that I'm supposed to start doing my spiritual calling. Now I need to understand how to do that. So that could be it. So like the most is the 7 areas of life. You know, it's money, it's health, it's relationships, it's spirituality, it's you know, those kind of things that you are knowing for sure that there is a need for you to put an end in those relationships. Do things get worse before they get better after the cleansing? No, 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 no. No, we don't do that, Mama. No, no, no. So we're going there to negotiate. It now healing sometimes triggers a lot of pain, but now when you, that is why it's important for you to have somebody that stands in the gap for you, somebody who can ask on your behalf. Because when you have somebody who asks on your behalf, that person has to take responsibility for things. Now when you get there, you will hear that I'll say it in front of you, that I will ask you guys to forgive you for things you've done wrong, knowingly or unknowingly. I will then explain to your guys why are you there today, what are we asking them to do, and we will promise them that you are going to understand what needs to happen, and you're going to show up for that. So this is normally when people go through you know, well, starting a process of a spiritual nature. It's starting a process of a spiritual nature and negotiating is 2 different things. Now, when you're starting that process, normally people will come back and be like, oh my goodness, I've been given a list of 20 things. I need to kill 15 chickens, and this and this. Now that I've started, everybody just wants me to pay all the debts I've got, because we have spiritual debts, we have spiritual karma, a whole lot of it. So then that's when you see things go wrong a lot, because now you've started to say, hey, now I'm here spiritual, and everybody's like, oh, by the way, you haven't. So in this process, we are not starting a spiritual process, and the day you have to start a spiritual process, that will be a different thing. We are there to negotiate your daily living, and now we are not saying we're opening anything other than negotiating your daily living. We are saying, in my daily life, there's these things that are not going well. I am tired of them not going well. I am not here for anything other than the fact that I'm not ready to do the spiritual work. So you get there and you say, I'm not ready today. So, but I'm broke. So let's deal with me being broke then, so that I can have an energy and an ability to do the spiritual things. But I am broke. How am I going to fix these things while I'm broke? So you are there. You have to understand what you're doing. So normally when you're just going by yourself, you get there and everybody's like, oh, finally you came. It's like, when you've been lost at home and finally you come through, and now the whole entire family starts to throw stones at you because you've been gone for so long, and everybody's like, where have you been? Da, 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 da. No, we enter the gate very nice. In the Bible there's a scripture of the prodigal son. The prodigal son, nobody was giving him things, because he came home, he was just like, oh my God, I'm a mess. And the father said, come in, let me put on a cloth, let me give him food. He's been lost, now he's found. And everybody was like, no. But that's the energy we bring into the river cleansing. The energy of saying, we have been lost. Now we have been suffering out there. Can we not discuss how suffering happened? How we got to be out of this? We are just here to say, hey, we are hungry. We have not been eating for so long. Can we just get some food? Literally, that's what we're doing. So if you understand how the prodigal son got new clothes, bathing, food, and nobody asked him anything, because everybody just saw like, oh God, you are the weird one. So we are the weird ones. We have been lost. But if you go to just maybe like a river or by yourself, you're going to be questioned, and you do not know how to answer these questions. You do not know the spiritual laws. You're gonna be in serious shit. You're gonna have to answer pages and pages of things like, your mother didn't do this, your grandmother didn't do this, why didn't you fix it? We are not here for that. So when we go to the river, because we understand the spiritual laws, we understand what needs to be done and what can't be done, and we are there literally like the prodigal son to say, we've been lost, we're hungry, we're just asking just for a bath. That's all. The other stuff, let's talk about it later. Somebody says, I just joined the live. What is cleanse? Oh, we're talking about the river cleansing, ma. We're talking about the river cleansing. It's happening this Sunday. So, hey, Rue says, you must know my story. I can't go home without my husband to protect me from being shouted at. Yes, you see. So that is why you need to go, like I said, you need to go with somebody ozokukhulumela. Ungafiki nje wedwa. You go there by yourself, you're like, mina, I'm just gonna go to the river by myself. I'm just going to go. When you fix things, when you have fixed things, when you have done this and this and this, unless somebody sent you and say, so it happens also for my clients that are far, I will say to them, let's have a session, and in that session I will do the talking, and I will send them, I'll say to them, now go and dip yourself in the river. Now don't say nothing, do not get there and say anything, just go dip yourself. And there's many people that have told them, go dip yourself. And I explained to them, you don't have to say anything now. I have done the talking, because I know what needs to be said and what can't be said. Then you go there, you dip yourself, you come out, you go back home. Things work, because if I'm not there physically, I can send you. So, and there's a Bible scripture where people have been sent. Jesus have sent people and said, go and dip yourself 7 times in the river Jordan. Go and do this. Go and take the soil and put it in your eyes and cleanse your eyes in the river, and people see. Because now you need somebody to stand in the gap for you. You need somebody to talk on your behalf. If you just go by yourself, then you're gonna get the stones. And that's why a lot of people say, the moment I started this spiritual thing, things went haywire. You did not have somebody who understood exactly what to do. Even when me myself, when I've done weird things, I don't go for myself. I know I need to get somebody who's gonna be an advocate for me there. You need somebody who's going to do the work for you. Doesn't matter who you are. You have to get somebody who's clean in that situation, that didn't do nothing wrong, that can say, oh, she's here, can this happen? She's here, we are asking for this, we are sorry here, we're gonna fix this, can we have a break like that? So that is why you need somebody to do the supplication for you, to ask on your behalf. Then you can, after that, whenever then you're strong enough to do the work and you are ready now to do the work, then you can then talk for yourself. But just for me myself, I normally never do the talking myself, because I just don't, like, I know I can mess it up nicely. So I will always ask somebody, do the talking for me, number 1, number 2, number 3. Even if I don't tell them number 1, number 2, number 3, normally people that I work with, that are my assistants, and they know the story, and they will speak for me, because it just makes life easier that way. Ruth says makes sense. I think, is it 6:30 ma'am? We normally do 6 a.m. in summer. Now, because it's winter and it's a little bit dark, so we just make sure that it's light, properly light outside before we go in, so that no drama. Sharon says, when I see rivers and dams, I became so scared. I scream and cry. The fear is bad. Okay, good. Well, comment. And why does that happen? It happens because all of us are in the rivers. The oldest thing in the planet right now is rivers. So all of us have been in this planet 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 times or 20 times, and then if you have an old soul, you've been here like 100 times. So every time you've passed on, you remember, every time you die, you're gonna end up in the river. You die, they put you in the ground, or they burn you, or whatever happens, but the thing is that you will end up at the river. Everybody ends up at the river. So the river is the one place where every spirit that has ever existed in the planet Earth is there, right? So now, that is why when you get there, you remember who you are. So that is why you need to connect with your 5, 20, 30, 40 times experience of who you are. And some of those experiences, there was so much pain that you need to heal. Some of those experiences, there was so much joy and amazing things and amazing gifts that happened that you need to connect with. So when you get to the river, all of these things now, they want to be activated. So that is why, again, Sharon, you need somebody to stand in the gap for you. So that process is not dramatic. So I know, like, I'm talking about water. Of course, we're doing the healing around this. Now, you need somebody to stand in the gap for you, so that you don't have to go there by yourself. You don't have to stand by. So somebody is going to be there, who's going to be comforting you, who's going to be saying, like, seriously, guys, even if you will go get somebody or you. If there's something that is wrong, you can't just go into your parents and then just go there and be like, hey, no, they'll be like, hey, let's get into this one. So you need to have somebody who's gonna stand in the gap for you. You don't have to be a healer for Sunday sleep. No, it's for every human soul. No, being a healer, actually, that's like river cleansing doesn't solve anything in your life much. You need to be somebody who's just saying, I've got things to stop in my life. I've got things I need to negotiate. I've got things that needs to no longer happen. That's why I'm here. So a spiritual woman is a human being that is like a businessman, a high value person. Well, a person that has been given a lot of work to come and conquer in this planet. You're supposed to be a person who leads others. You are a leader, let me say that. You're supposed to lead others. You're supposed to walk in front of other people, and you are now not walking in front of these people. You are scared. You are like, oh me, I'm not good enough. This and this, I can't do this. You're doing chicken work, like we've been talking yesterday. But you have got a big calling in your life. You've got a big purpose. You're supposed to be running businesses. You're supposed to be running organization. You're supposed to be a president of this and this. You're supposed to be making sure that people get somebody can talk on our behalf. I mean, the other day we saw our president going to America and he had to talk for us. Where it was a touch and go there, but we needed a human being to go and represent us, right? So people that are given so much, they need to do the spiritual stuff. They need to go through the spiritual stuff, because you cannot lead people just in jail because now you can. Like, there is so much that it takes from your soul, from you, to do that kind of work. And it's got nothing to like just being a healer. Like, being a healer means you are a leader. You are somebody who can work and fulfill promises and purposes of so many people, because you are breathing. Your life is not just for yourself. And like, I just want to have a good house and a good car. Even if you can have a good house and a good, I've been there, done that. Have a nice car, have a nice house, and then you sit there and you be like, no man, does not feel right. So you only get happy when you are leading people, when you are making somebody's life better, when you are changing somebody's life. Those are the people that I'm talking about when I'm saying that spiritual person is that person that has a bigger calling than the normal person. There are people that are just supposed to get jobs and work, and they can go to the river and just negotiate a few things, and then they come back. They can go once a year, it's fine. Then there's the other people who needs to go out there and be the one who create the jobs. Guys, jobs do not come from heaven. Somebody needs to create them. We all know that. Now, if we don't have jobs in the country, we're going to have a problem very, very soon. We all know that. That is why every economy, they will tell you it's growing when there is new entrepreneurs, and when there is new people who can think, new people who can negotiate, new people who can get out of the country and go and talk for us in other countries and go and make a way for Abo Van Dam. Yes, Miss M. So we need Abo Van Dam, because not everybody can do Van Dam job. Other people literally depend on somebody doing something, and it's not easy. We all know now, by now we've all figured it out, that this thing of leading people is not easy. You don't just wake up and then it happens. It takes a lot of you. So that is why you need the strength. That's why you need to show up in a much bigger energy and do the things that you will probably judge and be like, oh my God, what is this? What is happening? But you do have the right to do more for others, the right to show up in ways that are way more stronger than the other humans in the planet. So yeah. Now, yeah, so join us Sunday, and then of course, like I said, this weekend is the last weekend to get that to get the special for the retreat. So make sure that you are showing up in that. Show up for, hey Twiki, good evening, thank you so much for joining us. Now make sure that you're showing up for yourself, guys. Like I always say, you know what, we spend a lot of money in fixing other people's lives. It could be our children, our families, our what, but how much do we actually invest in healing ourselves, in making sure that we can survive another day, in making sure that we can survive another year, to take care of these people that we've been asked to take care of. It can be the 100 people you're supposed to make jobs for. Oh, so Cingwi. To get the information for the retreat, you can send me a DM. I'll send you a link that has got all the information and how to register. Or you can send an email to pa@busiselesho.com. Now, if you want to come for the river, you send an email or you send a DM. If you want to join for the retreat, the retreat is June 13, 14, and 15. It's in Magalies, so you want to get the link so that I can send you the information on how to register. Drew says, I'm slowly realizing that if I'm okay, everyone else in my life will be more than okay. Yes, true, right? So we have to invest in the Sunday cleanse is at 6:30 in Pretoria, and you send the information my pay will reply to, give you the address, give you what things you need to bring along with me. So you also send an email or you send a DM and say, can I have information about Sunday cleanse? Can I have information about the retreat? Then we'll send it to you on that email, pa@busiselesho.com, or what is it? Send a DM. So now we need to invest in time and energy in making ourselves better, because there are many people who depend on us. You've got 2, 3 children. You've got, above the children, you've got 100 people you're supposed to employ. You've got 20,000 people in an organization you're supposed to lead. You don't have time to be busy doubting yourself when you are a leader of 20,000 people in an organization. You are supposed to be the CEO. We talked last week about the feminine energy that you're supposed to you can't, when you're a CEO of 20,000 people, you can't even do any work. All you do is make a way for these 20,000 people. Make sure that this organization survives, because 20,000 people's lives are at risk. So you need to invest in that, your strength in doing that correctly and be trusted with it. So that is why things like the retreat are so important. You cannot show up for your family. You cannot show up for anybody out there that needs your leadership if you are not healed. You are going to be a toxic somebody for your family, which means that your family is going to suffer because you are not in alignment. You're going to be broke. They're not going to go to the good schools. They're going to not, I've got kids that are doing the most amazing things, but it costs a lot of money. But now, because I can be able to afford them to do these things, then their life is going to be way better than mine. When they go out there in the world, they will say, our mother made sure that we survive. She made a way for us. So you wanna invest in healing yourself so that your children does not blame you for them missing out on big things in life because you were a mess. You were busy dating the wrong people. You were busy losing jobs. You were busy being broke and telling them we can't afford. You couldn't take them to traveling. You couldn't do this for them. You couldn't put them through this program. You couldn't do this because you didn't invest in being show up with that main character energy. We are letting these people down that we're supposed to be leading when we do not invest in ourselves. So one of the things that you need to do is invest in healing yourself so that you can have less things you are sending to them as trauma. You have less curses you are passing to them because you are dealing with them. You are closing cycles. You are saying this is not going to happen again. Failed relationships are not going to happen again. Failed health is not going to happen again. Failed opportunities are not going to happen again. It will end with me. I will make sure that my kids go out there and they run successful businesses. I'll make sure that my kids go out there and run successful everything in their life. Money, relationships, they will win because I have made sure it doesn't happen to them. whatever that has happened to me. So when you are healing and investing time and money, you are making sure that they do not go through the shock of what happened to you. They don't ever get to see the pain you've seen. They never get to experience the trauma you have experienced. You are the only one that can make sure that they do not see this horror, because they came out of you, and if you do not fix it, they will go through it. We are going through pain that our parents left for us. We didn't do anything to deserve this, but we are going through it because of where we come from. They did not have the ability to go on retreats. They didn't have the ability to heal themselves. They just had to try and survive every day. And in most of those things that they were doing, they were hurting us because they were not healed. They had trauma from their parents. Their parents had trauma from, when we come from apartheid, there's so much things that have happened that has made sure that we become a mess. Now we have a chance to do the healing. Let us take the chance and say, I will heal. If I don't even do it for me, the people I'm here to lead, I will do it for them. The organization I'm leading, I'm supposed to be the best leader there. I am supposed to be appointed to do better things so that I can do better. I'm supposed to be starting organizations that are going to make the world a better place, end the suffering and the pain. You've got to make sure that you're showing up for yourself. So come through to the retreat. This weekend is the last weekend where you're getting that special up to 2 June. You want to make sure that you are signing up, and there are a few spaces that are left. Make sure that you are signing up and you come and show up for yourself, but most of all, you're showing up for the people that are coming behind you. But you cannot give them a good life if you are a mess. You can try, but we all know you're going to give them a picture of a mess. You're going to stay in places that you're not supposed to stay, and you're going to teach them to eat breadcrumbs. Do you really want to teach your children to eat breadcrumbs? Do you really want to teach your children how to be a mess and be played at work, and be played at home, be a savior of useless people because they saw you do it, because they saw you go through shit, eating shit, just so that you can make another person happy? I don't know why you're doing it, whatever reason. But do you want to teach your children to do that? You don't want to do that. You don't want to teach your children to eat breadcrumbs. Yes, Itimereng says, oh no, the breadcrumbs. You don't want to let your children see you eating breadcrumbs at work, coming back from work in the evening and leaving in so early in the morning and never seeing them because now you are busy with breadcrumbs. You don't want to teach your children that. I mean, I am always with my kids. I never go anywhere. They actually, my daughter, when she finished school, she was like, I'm never going to do a CV in my whole entire life. Today, she runs a successful business. This current week, she's celebrating 2 years in her business, and she's made so much money. Her bank balance looks amazing. She hardly ever lifts a finger to market or do anything. Blessings flow into her life because I am standing. I go to the river. I enter that cold river, and I say, I'm not even entering for myself. I'm entering for the people that are coming before me. They shall never see pain. They shall never experience what I experienced. They should be focusing on making life better for themselves, not worrying about the trauma I have gone through. Like, I never got a chance to do anything with my life. All I have to do is deal with trauma. Now, you don't want to teach your kids to eat from the dustbin. You don't want to do that. Get out of these things that are messy. You don't want, you see, black tax. We deal with black tax. Now, we have to make sure that we don't become those people that we will be asking our kids to take care of us. We'll be telling them, don't marry this person because we think this person is going to want the money we want. Like, seriously, so much trauma has happened in us because of who brought us here. Now, that is not a problem because now we have a chance to fix it for the next generation. Then let's do that. Let's not teach our children how to be crazy humans. Let's not show that to them. Let us not allow them to see life in that way. Let's allow them to see the better side of life, the improved side of life, the side of life where your mother is somebody that is respected in the planet. Your mother is somebody that is talked about on TV. Your mother is somebody that you can open the TV and you can hear people say, oh my goodness, you've done this and this one, so that they know that is what you're supposed to be in life. You're supposed to be doing things that are helping humanity, not just being abused because when you are, I don't know, thirsty or whatever else you are. You are scared of facing life. You don't have your Van Damme vibes. You are so far from your Van Damme vibes. Then you are eating from the dustbin and you're teaching them to eat breadcrumbs. Let's not do that. So this weekend, it is the last weekend where you get the special. Make sure that you are joining through the retreat. Come through. We're going to have ayahuasca. I've explained ayahuasca stops the trauma. Ayahuasca stops the trauma. You don't want to continue with the trauma of what happened to you when you were young, what happened to you when you first got your first job, what happened to you with your first paycheck, what happened to you when you got first in debt and now you can't come out of debt. Ayahuasca stops that trauma. Then we have San Pedro. San Pedro makes you to start taking the stand, start moving in that direction of saying, I am going to save myself from all of this. I'm not going to be doing this, but now I am actually going to be doing this. You will find yourself writing that proposal and finishing it and sending it and getting a good reply this time. You will find yourself starting that business, doing what you need to do, going and studying, going. I mean, another lady said she drank San Pedro and she wrote all her exams and she passed something that she has failed the same course 3 times in a row. She passed. She was able to figure it out. That is why you need the strength to show up. Now she could get a better job. She could get a better opportunities because of that. So San Pedro will get you going. Then we're going to have a river cleansing even at the retreat, which is going to be the place where we negotiate, like I said, day-to-day things. We're going to have a fire cleansing, very important. Fire cleansing stop the curses. The curses that we carry because we are just born from these people, and the curses that we have created for ourselves. And one of these days I'm gonna do another talk around how you curse yourself. And it's so easy, guys. It's so easy to curse yourself and really have a curse on your life work on you. It is so much easier. So you want to do that fire cleansing ceremony. I learned fire cleansing from in the Middle East, and they taught me how fire cleanses curses and how to let go of the lineage curses. Again, in the fire, you negotiate to say from my lineage, I know that we are wealthy in cows. I want to have cows. We are wealthy in property. I want to have property. We are wealthy in, and I tell you, the more you do it, you're gonna start to see yourself doing this. You're gonna start yourself finding opportunities where you're getting a cow now. Now you need to have a farm because hey, there's a cow. Now you have a property. Now you are running this. You're running this. I mean, you'll find yourself running things and projects and situations and what these things that allows you to do what your lineage has done, so you can download from those blessings. You want to do a fire cleansing when you say my clan had blessings. Maybe sometimes you don't know and you say I don't know. Now I want to be shown what are the blessings of my clan, what are the blessings that I'm born from, what are the wisdom that I'm born from, and I want to own those blessings. I want to be part of those blessings, and I want to be. I understood the curses. What curses are they? Is it alcohol? Is it promiscuity? Is it this and this and this? I don't want to attract these things in my life. I don't want to experience these things in my life. Sometimes you just attract the people that are so promiscuous that they will cause you this pain because your whole entire lineage was about that pain. So you want to stop that, to say, okay, I don't want to continue attract broke people who are just going to take from me because all my clan women or the mothers were doing this. Now I stop it. So that's fire cleansing. And then we've got the brain repair, system that we're also going to do. Brain repair or trauma repair, very important. You stop the brain from attracting the same trauma over and over, attracting the same debt, attracting the same brokenness. Siyabonga says, hey Sisibusi, yes, I have a problem. I make money on forex trading, but ayihlali ivele iphele nje. Well, Siyabonga, you can make money from anything under the sun. I-problem ukuthi uma ingahlali, then there's a problem. It doesn't matter where you make it from. If ingahlali, you need to sort that out. Yabon? So you wanna put in the effort to stop these things. So that's why I'm saying come through to the retreat. There is literally a lot of processes that we do there that will make sure that you don't have to go through this pain again. And if it keeps on happening over and over, then you know for sure something is wrong. If it keeps happening and you keep being broke, you keep being broke, and you just like cannot get through the month without, drama, there is something wrong. Fix it. There is something wrong. Your guys will tell you, change your lifestyle, change this. These are the things. Stop these people in your life. Stop this. Pumagulo. They will direct you in those ceremonies to say, what is it in your, where are you opening the door? Where is the door opened? Is it a curse? Let's remove it. It is a door that you've opened. Let's remove it. It's a door you don't even know exists. Let's close it. Right? So that is why you want to come through to the retreat. So everybody that is that you need to be there, make sure that you're registering. It's pa@busisilesia.com, and you want to maybe send a DM, whichever one works better for you. Okay, so let's talk about a few things before we finish the live tonight. Oh my goodness, this medicine is working. You see, guys, I'm no longer going through the most, but now I am dizzy because I took more. I took more than I should have. Okay, so benefits of healing. Benefits of healing. Number one benefit, guys, when you heal, the money opens up. Now, I can tell you guys that I grew up in a very tricky way, and it just wasn't funny. And I had to work so hard every day to just make ends meet, right? And I grew up in that whole anxious mode. I got myself into 40 million rand because I was anxious about money. I knew how to make money, but just like you see, I got myself into 40 million rand debt because I couldn't keep it. And then, of course, the day I got into 40 million rand debt, then Jesus showed up and was like, by the way, you are a spiritual person that needs to sort out your life, and you need to do your purpose in this planet. That's where your money is going to come from. And then my peace started from there. So you want to make sure that you are understanding why you are in this planet, and then cutting off these things that can be so hectic in your life. So money shows up. Number one, benefits, money shows up. And I'm going to continue with this. Ruth says, sorry, off topic, what does it mean when things keep breaking in the house? My new problem. So they can break in your body, they can break in your relationship, they can break at work, they can break in your house. It is wake up, something is up. So it's a sign. It's like a red flag. Wake up, something is wrong. So other people will tell you, I hear things on the roof when I'm sleeping. There is weird things that happen at night. We find this not there, So these are just warnings that tells you, hey, fix something needs to be fixed. So you need to put on the effort to fix these things. And it's a good thing when you see those kind of signs that don't involve too much. I mean, of course, sometimes you'll be having to pay for the fridge and this and that, but it's better than you see those signs, because then you can start the process of fixing it. You can start the process of saying, okay, fine, there's something that is not right in my alignment. My energy is leaking. I have an energy leak. I need to close it off. And then when you do, then you can do better. You can you'll be like, okay, fine, whatever that I lost while going through this, it's fine. It was just a sign for me to put my house in order, right? So number one, it's money. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. Now, guys, money is not something we need to work for. And I think all of you by now have noticed, if you are 40 or you are close to 40, you know that working for money is probably not it's not the secret of how to have money. By now, we have noticed that working hard never brings in the money. Like I said, you are 40 or you are getting there, you now understand money is an energy, money is a vibration. Money will show up when it wants to show up in your life. Money will not show up when it doesn't want to show up. It doesn't matter what you do or not do. Money is gonna show up in millions or in 1 rand or in thousands, depending with how much vibration you have opened for you to receive. So number one thing when you heal is that you going to feel valuable in the planet. When you are feeling valuable, people in the planet are going to do what? Take you at that vibration. They will put a high price on you. You know, there are so many people who say, Pussy, when people want a free speaker or a free this, or if they call me, the day they can afford to pay somebody, they call somebody else, they pay them. And I'm like, but I've been here doing it for free. Why can't you hire me? I've been at work acting and doing a job for 3 people. But when they have to hire somebody, they don't hire me. They go and get a fresh person. They say, I must train the person. Yeah, because you don't deserve it. Your vibe is not giving. I need a chance in these things. I am good enough. I can do this. Your vibe is giving. You can do it while we don't have anybody, and you are the person who can do it for free type thing. So when you heal, people start to value you, because when you heal, you value yourself. Remember, healing, you invest healing. You invest your time and your money, which means that you already started on that thing of saying, you know what, actually, I'm valuable. Actually, by the way, I'm valuable. Then the whole entire world says, oh, no, she can quote that amount. It's her. We can give it to her. But if you quote that money before you heal, they look at it and they laugh. They're like, you are joking. You cannot ask for this. So you are good for the free stuff. And they will call you every time there's a free anything they want somebody for doing free work. You are number one. They call you, come and do it. It's exposure. It's whatever whatever they're calling it. But you haven't paid the price for yourself to be valuable. Nobody's gonna do it. We have noticed now. We have lived enough. We have noticed money is not on. Don't get money from how hard you work. No, you don't. I mean, I have an Airbnb, and of course, we put in some work, but normally it's just an app. It books people and it pays money, and that's it. Literally, seriously, auntie cleans it, and then it's done. It actually does it automatically. I don't even have to do anything. The person books, they get all the information. They can just go there, sign up. I really don't have to lift a finger, but that is how money works. You don't supposed to lift a finger. You're just supposed to be in alignment with it. So once you've healed, you tell the world, I am valuable, and the world starts to treat you with that vibe. Refilwe says, hi sis, can you buy the plant medicine if you don't attend the retreat? Yes, Mama, you can buy the plant medicine. I will take you through the steps of how to prepare it. And if it's ayahuasca, I'll cook it for you. I'll send it to you cooked, because that one is a little bit tricky in that manner of how you prepare it. San Pedro, sometimes will give you to do it at home, or you also do it for you and send it to you. So yes, Mom, you can contact me, send me a DM and all this kind of stuff, and make sure that you let me know when you want it. Ru says that's what they mean when they say wherever you are in life, it's always your fault. True story, right? Very, very true story. Wherever you are in your life, you created that moment. You created that experience. You created that. So if you invest in taking care of yourself, you're coming through for the river cleansing, you're doing the retreat, you're doing sessions, you are asking your guys, what is this? What is that? You're asking your higher self, what am I supposed to do? How am I opening doors? What door do I need to close? Every time when people come to me, I don't tell you like, oh, you need to kill 15 chickens. Oh, your grandmother is complaining. I never tell people those things because I don't care about the grandmother who's complaining. I'm not here for grandmothers that are complaining. I'm here to make sure that I serve my purpose. So the only question I'm going to ask you guys is, how does she serve her purpose? How does he serve his purpose? Because if you're serving a purpose, you're saving everybody. The grandmother was crying for 15 chickens. She can make another plan. I'm sorry. She can really make another plan. You do not have the time. You do not have the energy. You are here to make sure that your purpose is served, so that when you die, your children's children can have a better life. We have seen people who are living the most amazing soft life, and they don't have to lift a finger because somebody before them made sure that their way is made. You want to be that person. So I never tell people about 15 chickens and what needs to happen. Like, seriously, we don't have time for that. We really, I am sorry, we do not have the time. We need to make sure that this purpose is finalized. It's done. So that's why when we get to the river, we don't talk about these things. We talk about the next move. We like, can we get these things moving? That's all. Really, we do not want to know who took whose husband when they were here, and then now they are angry with each other. This thing of families, ayagbanga, the father side and then the mother side. No, child, you don't do that. We tell them, mother side, we need help. That's all we need. Father side, please send money. Literally, that's all we do. And it works because we are not putting ourselves in situations that we do not know how to handle. We are here to first serve our people. Yeah, no, Ru, you can make them to, there's people who say, oh, but I can't start serving people because in Dumbayami is not open. I'm like, open that Dumba. And guys, in life, you create your own reality. If you want to create a reality of blockages, then you will have blockages. That is why we've got the spiritual portals to solve these things. But if you're not using them to solve these things and you're creating yourself extra problems, then good luck. Mina, I'm not doing that. Mina, I'm not that person. Mina, I'm about the next move, the next thing of, are you serving your purpose here? Because I know for sure, if you are serving your purpose and you are healing to serve your purpose, you will have everything good. Everything good will follow you. Then if you still want to kill 15 cows and chickens and this for other people who did not do what they were supposed to be here doing, then you can do it at your own leisure. Because everybody got a chance to be here and do what they needed to do. So I'm sorry. I am very sorry. I am not showing up for that. And when I do enter the water, when I do these things, I am healing myself. So they are getting healed anyway. So that is it. That's all I'm showing up for. Healing me from what they gave me so that I can be able to show up better than how I would have if I had all these heavy loads. Dumereng says, hallelujah. I was told there's war of change of my surname without permission. Child, we can fix that in 16 seconds. Literally, it's 2 lines. It's 2 lines at the fire ceremony. We fix surnames like that. We have no time for other things. We fix it quickly. 2 lines, 16 seconds, we are done. It's done, man. You need to understand spiritual laws. I mean, we have a class now, Healer's Journey. I'm literally teaching people spiritual things. Because if you don't understand spiritual things, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer so much for no reason. Because I have a body. You are the one that is mostly powerful than your ancestors. You are way more powerful than you have a body. You have a will. Now, they are there to help you, not to tell you what to do with your life. Like, you need to get that at some point. You really need to get. That's why I always tell people that are like, I'm a traditional what, healer, and we have. I'm like, you know what? You do that. We do spiritual stuff. We understand what's happening here. Nobody is gonna tell me how to live my life when I'm the one with the body. I am sorry. I am very sorry. But maybe this is not the talk for tonight. So talk for another day, right? Yes, they had a chance, right? They had a chance. Now I can take over from where they left off in terms of what I can do, and I will tell them what I can do and what I can't. I mean, when I started my journey as a healer, luckily for some reason, I came with all that blah blah. Hey, that thing goes. But then, I got to be taught by a whole lot of people that were not into African spirituality, and they taught me how spiritual stuff works. So when I got to this, I was like, this doesn't make sense. And then nobody ever asked me for a chicken. Nobody ever asked me for a cow. Duh. Because I just was like, I am not that person. I don't get that. And I'm sorry, find somebody else. Guys, Faith, I don't know, Faith logged in today. Faith sent me an inbox. Wangbiza ngafandam today. She was judging me. Faith sent me a judgment inbox. She called me a phantom in Chelanas. I don't see her. I don't think she's on the live tonight. But anyway, so yeah, guys, that is why that's why I said when you're starting your spiritual journey, you need to really understand. That's why you really need somebody who understands it so that they can take you through that process so that you don't cause yourself more trouble than better. You don't cost yourself more trouble than you have to. That is why things fall apart. And be like, oh my guys are making me things fall apart. There's no guy that can make your things fall apart. I promise you, nobody can do that. You have the body. You are the only one with the power here. Duh. And I know that your guys can make sure that your car doesn't start, doesn't get to. That is for protection purposes in things that you need protection for because you've asked for it. Other than that, they can let you go and kill yourself. You have a right even to kill yourself if you want. Ruth says, thank you for this case to consult because I'm worried about being called to fix past issues. No. I don't. You will. Anybody who's ever come to my session will tell you they will never told. And then there's people who come to my session, they're like waiting for that. Like, I need to know how many cows. I'm like, I don't do that. I don't start the conversation there because you can decide what conversation you want to have with the spiritual world. Really, you are the one with the board. You decide what happens. You can decide. You can ask your guys who's bewitching me. They will give you a long list. These are people who look at you and jealous you and envy you. They will give you the list. How is this going to help your life? How is that knowing who hates you going to change your life? It's not going to make your purpose cram right. It's not gonna do anything. So rather just focus on things that make sense, please. Duane says, I've lost everything and I was told I must buy a goat. You see. If you're losing things, you need to go and negotiate for you to not lose them. That's why you negotiate for endings. You negotiate for beginnings. Like I said, be very careful if you go to the river. Me, if you're telling me what you want, is shame. We're gonna make sure that it happens, but you do not have to pay anybody's debt. You have a fire cleansing ceremony that can stop that. You know that thing of saying your father, the sins of the fathers are gonna be called on the children. Yes, but the children who are sleeping. That's it. Only the children who are sleeping are gonna have to pay those debts. I don't show up for that because I can give a sacrifice, which is myself. And right now, I'm in this life. It's 8 o'clock. I am sacrificing my nose. That is dripping like nobody's business. I've just drank medicine that is so strong, 3 teaspoons, just to be here on this life and save the 747 people that are on this life. Now I'm paying the price. Duh. I don't need to kill a chicken because right now, you're looking at me pay the price. And it's a very high price because I charge a lot of money an hour to consult. Now, if I'm going to come here and sit here for 2 hours, that is money in the bank for me. So I know how to pay the price. I will not pay it in a way that I don't want to pay it. Now, coming in doing this for 2 hours and 700 people is all I am giving. That is my sacrifice to the things that make sense, right? But I'm showing here half dead because I've just drank and overdosed myself. I'm literally falling asleep while I'm talking right now. So I don't need to kill a chicken. I am already a living sacrifice. Am I not sacrificing myself tonight? Ningbonila, I came here like almost dead, and then I made sure I'm showing up, and I wasn't gonna stop this life because I was sneezing and what. So that's my price. I know how to kill my karma. I know how to fix my karma. And that's it. It is what it is. So nobody can tell me, oh, but you haven't fixed your karma. Oh, but you must bring me a chicken. I'm not coming. Anything I say so. Reasons you sound better. What made are those? Oh, this one. It works like crazy. It's called cough relief. It stops like every sinus thing. You like it works like in minutes. You see, when I came in, I normally drink this, just like for the trip, and then I will take a little bit of panado. This one I normally take the baby's one because yeah, I'm trying to just remain a little bit alive. So, but Buhle, siyabonga for your time and listening to help list. Yeah, so now guys, you can choose. You can choose to kill a cow or you can do this. I mean, I chose this. Maybe, maybe you don't mind chickens and things like that. Okay, now I am going to let you know that when you are taking up that big calling, that big purpose, and the money starts to flow in, that money is gonna be a good example for other people. That is why people will say, hey, Itumeleng, tell us how you got to win at life. And you will say to them, I changed my life, let me help you do the same. Now there is you paying the price. That is why in the fire cleansing ceremony, there's a whole time where we declare, how are we going, what are we willing to pay for what we are asking for? Because we are asking for cases to be stopped, but there's always need to be a payment. That's when you will then say, I am going to do this to make sure that this is done. And that's it. For me, just like I'm saying to you right now, I will show up. I will make a way for other people. I will get into the cold water. You don't pay me enough to get into that water. I promise you, you don't pay me even a little bit to get into that water. But I know what I'm doing. I am giving myself as a living sacrifice for the things that I need. And I am cutting the cases and I'm stopping the cycles and I'm giving myself. All right. So the other thing before we finish, the spiritual person, the person with the high calling of things that are important and about this planet, you normally will feel alone. You will probably be alone most of the times, but that is for protection services. That is CIA stuff. PE witness. When they take you into a witness protection, nobody knows where you are. Like, you disappear. Like, you don't have connection with your family. You don't have connection with this and this and this and this and this. You are gonna be protected. It's number two thing. I said money will come in. Number two is protection. You will feel like you've been put in a witness protection system. Only 2 or 3 people can access you, and that's a good thing. It's for protection purposes. When you have a big calling in your life, you definitely need to be in a witness protection program. So your guys, I can promise you for free, I will tell you this for free, they will put you in a witness protection, but it's for your safety. It is for you to be safe. They are going to take care of you. They will bring you a soulmate, somebody that is gonna know how, when you sneeze, before you sneeze. I know, I teach a class on the soulmate. They will send one, and you will have just literally the smallest circle, but it's for your sake of being safe. You are gonna go on a witness protection, but it's for your protection. Do not complain, because you are safe there. There is no drama there. There is no pain. There is no storm. There is no shaking. There is nothing. You don't get scammed. You don't get taken lightly. You don't get traumatized. You don't, So then when you're in this witness protection, everything's supposed to be soft life around you, because you are in that stage of you cannot be touched by drama. So it even say so alone. Yeah, mommy, it is gonna be lonely, a place there, but it's for your protection, and there will be there the VIPs that will access you. I mean, a lot of people, when they come to me, it's normally people who have got a big calling and a big thing. They always complain like, "Oh, but I don't have anybody," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You gotta step in that vibe of I am here for bigger things. I cannot be with the chickens. Eagles, have you ever seen eagles going in a groove and grooving with thousands of people? Only chickens do that thing. Chickens, you can find them in one walk, or there's so hundreds and hundreds of them. Others are dying from just stampede. Before they are killed, they die by themselves. Chickens have, crowd issues. Eagles are one by one up there. Safe, very, very safe when you are one by one. So sometimes your guys will ask you to let go other people, to stop walking with other people, to leave people behind and walk by yourself to some place where things are going to work out for you. That is a benefit. It is a benefit. Don't look at it as in the wrong way. It's a benefit, but there will be VIPs. They will have access to you all the time. Now you will have to enjoy VIP treatment. Me, I'm enjoying my VIP treatment. I am not complaining because VIP is, you can trust those people. You can feel safe with those VIPs. That's all you want to happen to you. No crowding chicken vibes. No. Paul says isolation, even if it means being sick. No. Now, the thing is that when you haven't healed enough, you're not gonna understand the isolation is not gonna come with VIPs because you haven't healed, right? You have to heal and so that you can let the VIPs in. Once the VIPs are there, you don't need nobody. And I know as a whole lot of people that are in there, witness protection and they've got nobody and they're losing their brains. So you need to come to that retreat. You need to come to that river cleansing so you can allow the VIPs to show up in your life. When that VIP show up, that soulmate shame, you will be like, I don't need anything. I'm good. Thank you so much. I'll take the VIP treatment other than the chicken story. VIPs always work better than the chicken story. I promise you, you really want to have the VIPs done. Because yes, the chicken thing is not helping anybody. Okay, so that is number two, is that you are gonna feel like there is less drama around you and there's less people, there's less things to consider, as in like, oh my goodness, now I need to answer to this one and I need to answer to this one. Number three, you're gonna have peace. So hence I said to Sipolona that you will understand that the isolation is for your benefit and it wouldn't drive you crazy, you wouldn't lose your mind because you have VIPs. I say VIPs because it's not everybody that gets to access you once you are in that place, but it's the people that can really, really know you and they know really how to take care of you. Even the helper that helps you in your house, your guys will sort them out for you. VIP treatment only. So, yes. Now, last thing before if we finish, you're going to find yourself with peace. You're gonna be in a beautiful place where you don't owe anybody, when you don't have debts, when you don't have crappy relationships. You're gonna have this peace of mind. So when I'm saying peace in a beautiful place, you're gonna have mental health on 100, as in, oh my God, I've got so much peace. People with mental health issues don't have peace. They are going through the most. You're gonna find that peace. You're going to heal, do the healing work, come through to the retreat, do the healing work, and allow peace, which stops the mental health. Because if you're alone and you don't have nobody there, you're gonna go crazy. You need people around you, but you need the VIPs. That's all you need. Okay, so VIP treatment is better than chicken vibes. Always. I promise you, I've been there, done that. I can tell you, you wanna have VIP than the chickens that are everywhere, causing you so much stress and causing a stampede. You might just die just because you are chilling with the chickens. Okay, guys, so we're gonna have another talk tomorrow evening, and please make sure that you follow me and so that you can see when we start after 6:30, whichever way you are going to see me after 6:30. Cecilia says, where can I find you? Okay, mommy, you send me a DM is Busi Selesho on Instagram or here, then we can set up a time and we can talk. I can give you my phone number. or you can send an email to pa@busisolosho.com, and my PA will set up time for us to have a chat. Is that good? Thank you so much. So everybody, make sure that you tap on the screen before you go. Make sure that you click on follow before you go. Make sure that you are sending your request to join the retreat. Oh, you're coming through Sunday for the what is it? For the river cleansing. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for touching that screen before you leave. And of course, follow and make sure that we are continuing to talk about these things. Tomorrow, we're going to talk a little bit more about other things still on the topic. Make sure that you are sending a request. Send it right now. Send that request right now. Send that request and say, can I come through to the retreat? Can I come through for Sunday for river cleansing? Have a lovely, lovely evening, everybody. Good night. Have a lovely evening. Good night.